Hey everybody, it's Cynthia Maynard from CynthiaMaynard.com, and I hope you are doing well today. Today's card is kind of a fun little card. I love horses, I love unicorns, and unicorns are all the rage right now. And I thought, I saw this picture on Pinterest. Of course, if you just type in unicorn party stuff, you know, you're going to get all sorts of things. So as my daughter was having a My Little Pony party, I was typing in, you know, looking for stuff to do. But I had come across this card with this unicorn on there, and I thought, oh, I want to try making that. So I immediately thought of our Stampin' Up! Glimmer paper, and it was super cute. So I have a piece of Whisper White here that is cut to 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. And the reason we're doing the 3 3/4 is we are making room for our gold glimmer paper there to go on the side and cut from our ice cream framelits. I took the cone framelit and I cut that out of the glimmer paper, so that's like his little horn or her little horn, and that's going to go there. And then we're going to do a bunch of little flowers. Now we all have scraps, right, of different colors. So let me show you my little scrap. I keep, if they're like this big or bigger, I usually keep them because you can do banners and things from these. And so I took just some little punches. Stampin' Up! Doesn't have them right now. These are EK Success punches that I had previously, or you could use any die, like the Eastern Palace die has a little star-like framelit that you could use for this. I just took some colors that I thought were unicorny, and well, let's see what I've got here. I've got Sweet Sugar Plum, Berry Burst, Fresh Fig, because I love all the purples and pinks, Powder Pink, and Flirty Flamingo. So those are the pinks. And then I have a couple Pool Parties and a couple Tranquil, is that Tranquil Tide? Almost like sugary to me, like ice cream or sherbet would be, I don't know, which is what unicorns are, right? So I have those, and those are going to be put down, you know, here and there and everywhere, balanced out around here, and we'll do that in a second. My Stampin' Right marker in basic black, and you have two ends to this, and we're going to use both ends. You have the wider tipped end, and then you have the finer tipped end. So for the wider tipped end, we want to make the eyes, okay? So just kind of seeing where your center is, we're just going to simply draw those on, okay? No artistic experience required. Just draw two closed, we're making closed eyes. And then on the finer tip end, we're going to use that to make the eyelashes. And we're going to kind of start from the middle-ish, and we're just going to kind of gradually get larger and larger. Okay? And then out this way. We want them to be feathery, unicorny. If I were a unicorn, what would I know I'm not a unicorn because I have tiny lashes, but, so, yeah, pretty basic, right? And then for the blush cheeks, I'm going to use this powder pink. It is so light and delicate. It's absolutely perfect for what we're going to do here. Pick up sponge here, and we're just simply going to make motions like that. We're just trying to get, like, the little blushy cheeks. You can kind of do lightly, do both of them, and then kind of see where you want to go with that. But we have that all set. We can go ahead and put our glimmer paper on. I would use some fairly decent strong adhesive. So we are putting it down this side. It's just a 1/4 inch score tape. Tear and tape. You could also use fast fuse. Then you want to just, so you've got your adhesive there, and you just want to line that up, and then I'm going to flip it over and rub it down, because otherwise we might rub our unicorn face. So we have our little bit of bling there. Now we can go ahead and start setting up our flowers. So I'm going to go ahead and put the horn down. The snail, you could use glue dots with that. Now I am going to go ahead and put rhinestones in the middle of each of these because I want them to have a center. Big ones will go all out. Okay. rhinestones in all of my flowers, and then I'm going to use the glue dots to put them on. That way I have a little flexibility with, you know, since they're so small. So let's put them over here, and you just want to balance out the colors and whatnot. We're going to put a center there, and just stick your glue dot on there. Put that right in the middle. Just kind of layering, stacking them there on each other. All right, so for our ears, you could either get a little leaf if you've got like a little leafy, you know, die cut from a small leaf, which I might have on a punch. Let me get this leaf here on the Blossom Builder punch. I think I'm going to use that, which is right over here. We're going to cut 2 of those in white so we don't waste. It's nice not to waste, right? Smaller, I'm just going to cut a little bit off of the bottom there with my scissors so they'll kind of nest in the white ones. Bend them kind of like you would a leaf, just bend them a little bit so that they're a little cupped. Make sure they're pointed the right direction. And again, you could use a glue dot, you could use Tombow. The bottom's not going to show, so if you're still too big, you can kind of even go down here and just kind of bend that. Glue dots to adhere these, kind of tuck them in behind those flowers. So you want to put your glue dot at the bottom back of that ear, and then just tuck it in, kind of lift up that flower and stick it behind there. So that is what we have so far. We have extra glitter. Gotta love glitter paper, right? Isn't that cute? And then it's just a matter of, we can put some little ribbons and things. I've got glue on my fingers. So I have here some Soft Sky. I have a Fresh Fig Skinny one. I have a retired of Sweet Sugar Plum. And then I have this gold thread. I wish I had the mini sequins because that's what I would put in there, definitely. So you just want different widths and textures so that when we hang it, it kind of has this cool looking look about it. Blushing Bride sequins I can use. These are retired again, but so these are retired. Right now in the annual catalog we have some mini gold and black sequins that are beautiful for this, but I'm going to go ahead and use up my retired product there. Okay, I've stapled that. I'm going to use some twine here, and I'm going to attempt, this might be a fun joke, I'm going to attempt to make a double bow. See if we can do it. Because I want something a little thicker. And I don't have the little mini bows. Would be absolutely perfect for this. Start farther down here, wrap around, go through. Wish me luck. So a variety of textures and colors is what I'm looking for here. You could even leave the tails on here, and that adds a little bit more to that. Give it a good glue dot there on the back. We love our glue dots. They save the day. And that way your staples will hopefully be hidden there. And then we're going to give that a trim right along the bottom there. Angle, angle, and get that out of the way. Now, isn't that cute? Right, so I have my card base here, and I am going to go ahead and pair that so you can see how that fits right on there. I am going to pop this up on foam because I feel like there's so much dimension, it just cries out for foam. So, and use your dimensionals, use whatever foam adhesive you have available to you. I just loved how this turned out. Thank you to whomever thought of this idea. I believe it was a Stampin' Up! Person that did it, if I remember correctly. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've seen it, and it just keeps popping in my brain. And with her party, I just really wanted to do something unicorny. This would be very close to casing a card, if you've ever heard of that. Create and share with everyone. You know, we aren't islands to ourselves, and it's fun to share, right? Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So I didn't come up with this idea, but I'm just executing it with my own little extra touches. It's not exactly how the original was, but it is largely inspired from that, and it's a lot of fun, and I'm glad to be making it. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this on right there. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. I do have a piece of Whisper White for the inside, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down. You don't have to. It certainly is light enough that you could write on it, but I feel like it's an extra step that this card is worth having. Alright, I'm going to use the Thoughtful Banners stamp set because I like this word fabulous, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp it inside of a banner. I know I'm not cutting out the banner per se, but though you could, maybe we will. Why not? I don't know why I always do that. Sometimes I change my mind mid-project like that. So just get a scrap. Get your word fabulous. I was thinking of fabulous because in one of the old TV Alice in Wonderlands, the unicorn's in there and they call him a fabulous beast. So that kind of spoke to me. And then, clean that in a second. Then go ahead and stamp your banner, and then we're going to put fabulous right on there. I'm going to slightly curve it. One of my edges from my dimensionals there. You could just use 2 dimensionals. You don't have to use the edge. I'm just using up my edges there. And then we are going to pop that up. So it kind of has a little dimension on the inside too, and you can certainly do other stamping. You can mimic the flowers, you could draw another face in there, or what have you, and that just looks like an extra little fun thing to do. Hope you like that, guys. I hope you'll give that a try, and thank you again, whomever was the person to think of that. It was a super cute idea, and I love it. I'm going to be making tons of these, I can see, and matching tags and stuff, so I think that's a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Please hit that like button and subscribe button if you're not a subscriber already, and I appreciate that very much. Thanks, and have a fabulous day.